everyone. How are you this week? Welcome to No Title Needed. My name is Cynthia Collins and
I'm Scott Osborne.
Yes, and we are the co-hosts of this podcast. And we are again this week at, where are we, Scott?
Brownhound Studios.
Ta-ta-da-da! That's Scott's studio
It's home.
in Carmel. And I think we're going to be here next week too. And then we go back to Feinstein's at the Hotel Carmichael. Okay, so this week, our guest is Tobi Mares, or Mares, however you would like to pronounce it. And welcome.
Thank you.
Tobi is everything. She is a welder.
Ex-welder.
Ex-welder.
Haven't lost the...
You haven't lost your touch.
Yeah, I hope.
Airline stewardess.
I was a flight attendant for a short while.
Flight attendant. And now you own...
A restaurant.
Called...
Goodness gracious, Kitchen and Cupboard in Carmel.
Right.
On Range Line.
Yes. It's right near the... it's on Range Line, and it's right near... Oh, God. Explain where it is. It's actually across from that brand new building where PNC Bank was.
Gosh Boutique, which used to be the tea room or some sort.
That's right, it was.
Okay, so then the moving south on Range Line, it is the alley and then this little brick building that has actually been empty for 40 years. Yeah. It was during dry cleaners and now I have it. So that's where we're at.
I got to have breakfast there about 2 weeks ago and it was absolutely delightful. My favorite part is the fact that you have various styles of mugs that you get to pick yourself. That is, being a ceramicist, I thought that was just so cool that you were able to, and I got to ask, where did all those come from?
So I'm a hoarder as well.
Okay.
So I actually have always had this thing with picking up coffee mugs, and I would relate it. And nobody really knew I did this, but whatever mood I was in was the mug that I would pick. So the collection just started to grow, and it became an issue. I was hiding mugs all over my house, and I knew that when I opened my restaurant, I would use this because it's the cup of the day is what I always kind of say.
That's kind of cool. So all different mugs?
And you get to make your own.
Oh, that's
fun. Yeah, you get to walk up to a wall and grab the one you want.
That was the first thing I did when I came in today was like, I need this mug. That's what I want. So I picked my mug.
So tell the story, because we were talking about this prior, which I find fascinating. How did you get into welding? Tell that story.
Well, so I was 19. I was a teen mom, so I had my first daughter at 19. I needed a good job that wasn't waiting tables at that time. So my dad owned a construction company, and he was like, well, I'll let you work. You can work over Christmas, make some extra money. And so I started working. It was an industrial construction company, sheet metal, and when I started doing this work, which in the moment I thought, I can't believe I'm going to do this, I saw welding for the first time. And so I wanted to learn how to do it. And that's where it started. So,
and then you went to work for...
Yeah, so I worked for him. I did a lot of construction for his company. And then I did train and became a certified welder. And I went to work for Caterpillar. It was one of the first
Big deal.
I mean, it was in the late 90s, but I was the first female welder that they had hired at this plant, actually. And so I ended up, moving from one section of welding to what they called the big earth movers. So it was the dual shield arc welding, where if you're a welder, your welding lead is not this. It was like that.
Yep.
And so that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
And then so you did that.
Yes.
And that was satisfying but difficult because you're the only woman.
Oh, yeah. It was.
It was only woman welder. I mean,
the first 2 weeks I worked there, I was almost I had people would come to just see the welder. It was so bizarre. It was like an exhibit.
See what you got kind of situation.
And I mean, I was the only,
And
and
they gave you the hardest stuff because they wanted to challenge you.
Oh, yeah.
They were testing you.
yes.
Yeah. And you passed with first colors.
One person in particular really wanted to make my life difficult.
And those are some of the best, those are some of the best people in your life. I had one like that at school, and he was on my case all the time, but he is the one that pushed me to, challenge myself every time.
Or they're just jerks. So let's go. Yes.
Good intention, bad intention.
I mean, I loved the skill, this trade that at the time I really didn't realize how I could have done something more with that. So it is a good profession. It's a great skill. And so.
And then you were an airline flight attendant, and now you own Goodness Gracious, which is an undertaking because it's a restaurant that's not easy.
No,
it's not a huge place, but you have a liquor license. And what is the like the hours you serve? Today is Monday, so it's dark.
Monday is my day off.
Yes, not really, because here you are.
It's never.
Yeah.
But so Tuesdays and Wednesdays were 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we are 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
So you have dinner now.
So we do have supper.
Okay.
That's what we're calling it.
Okay.
Midwest supper, school.
Okay.
And we do have breakfast for dinner. We have some entrees that we do. I'm the person behind all of the menus and the recipe creations. And so we mix it up.
Tell about the chicken and waffles.
Oh,
Chicken and waffles.
So chicken and waffles, one of my favorite items. I get it anytime I see it on a menu. I always get chicken and waffles. I've had Roscoe's from in L.A. So that was the original chicken and waffles. And so I decided to create my own, and I do a whole Cornish hen that is baked, and then we fry it to make it crisp, and that's what you get. You get some really good waffles.
Yeah,
and a whole Cornish hen.
Oh yeah, we're coming over there.
Yeah.
Go to this place.
For sure.
Goodness gracious, with the Cornish hen, chicken, and
I
waffles.
want to comment on one other element about your establishment.
Yes.
Can you guess what I'm thinking about right now? It is the most iconic element about
The gold bowling ball or the bow wall?
I was thinking the color.
Oh, the color pink.
Yes.
Yes. And so, it is very pink. And, that to me I chose pink just because of it's a color of comfort. And, I have to have color. I'm just a color-driven person. So, as we were talking about earlier, beige walls, not gray walls.
Yes.
No, I like color wallpaper, and pink has just become part of this whole branding. And it's not because it's, a girly color. I mean, it's a powerful color.
It's the aesthetic of the whole thing. It's like when you walk in, you're just overwhelmed by how awesome. Well, I mean, it's not overwhelmed. That's probably not the right word, but you're in something that has been thought out.
Oh, yeah.
Really, what I like, it is. Yeah, everything has a
so now people need to look for the gold bowling ball.
Yes.
Exactly.
Wall.
There is there's a huge bow on the wall. And the bow is very it's been part of the whole branding since even before I knew I was going to have a restaurant, this bow. And so long story short, we incorporate the bow into a lot of things because it's the last thing you do before you give somebody a gift.
Yeah.
You put a bow on it.
Okay.
So got it. That's what ties it.
All right.
Ties it all
So
together.
we're going to, hold on, this is what we're going to do today. We just take a little break and then we come right back. We're going to take a break and we're going to do some welding.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Yeah. So stay tuned for the welding with Tobi Mares.
Hey, here we are in the welding section of Brown Hound Studio, and Scott's going to take it away here. He's the expert, and so is Tobi on all what we're going to do with the welding.
All right, so what we're gonna do is put a tack here, tack here, tack here. We're gonna fill in, and a tack is just a little bit of a hot bubble to keep everything in place, pardon my reach.
Mm-hmm.
And I need a pair of yeah, thank you very much. And after I turn this down, keep this available. We ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. So what I did here was I put a tack down at a few different spots, and then I fill it in, and I go opposite so that I don't overheat any of the sections in the middle and cause a warp. That is the basics, and I'm going to pass the torch off.
Okay, let's see if this bike is rusty and has air in its tires.
All right.
One more. One more. Okay.
Nicely done.
So now I have 3 tack welds. I'm going to fuse the first bead for these 2 pieces, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, fun. Well, obviously you can tell a pro when you see one. Just take a look. And we are now going to pass the torch over to Cindy. And, this ought to be fun.
All right. I'm not going to do the flip because.
All right, give us a 3, 2, 1 here so we know when to put the helmet down.
Oh, geez. And I just press this red button, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
And do you hold it anywhere else? Do you like to go like this sometimes?
I like to hold it with 2 hands.
Like this,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I
The
like to
sort of
rest it
steadier
on
the
this
better,
one.
right?
And, yep, keep it nice and
Okay.
and then again, little C's. Little
Yep.
C's. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Closer.
Yep.
Closer?
A little closer. Keep pushing. Keep pushing in.
There you go.
There you go.
That's the 3, right?
Yep.
I gotta stand up.
Yep. Now go a little closer as you're doing it, though. A little closer. Nice. Yeah. You're in the line. A lot of people don't do that. That is, you nailed it. Yeah, give it one more shot.
That's terrible.
Give it one more shot. Give it
So
one more
look
shot.
at that right there.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Just go a little closer and give it a shot. Go. Start from the fresh area.
But what about this?
Don't worry about it right now. And then go to a little over. There you go.
Good job.
Well done.
Hey.
No.
That thing is not going anywhere.
Don't look.
Oh,
Don't do a close up.
you did lovely. All right, and let's take a look at our welds together. Look at how these are
Good,
fantastic.
bad.
I think this is a progression. We obviously
it's a
know who the
progression, all
professional
right.
is. It is fantastic, lovely, and
not.
incredible first attempt by Cynthia Collins. But that is, that it's a first go. You can't expect it She's lying. It's great. I've seen so many wares, and I've taught a lot of people, but really, it's fantastic work. So, have you had fun today?
I have, and I'd like to do some more welding.
Well, anything that reignites the spark is a good day for me.
Hey, I like it.
So let's go now. We're going to go back.
Yep. Let's get to some more comfortable seats.
That's a good idea.
Okay, we are back. Wow. That was something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? That fun?
Yes,
Good.
of course I did. I'm always up for a challenge.
Yes.
But you guys are the experts, not me.
Well, I mean, I thought, it's been 20 plus years since I've ran a bead. And like it would be riding a bike, definitely rusty, but I really love it.
Yep. Well, it's something I'm lucky enough to get to do every once in a while.
So I
depending
can
on the
come back.
project. Of course, anytime you want.
I've got a fence to build, some tables.
Oh, you've
to
got
build.
come on
tables
over to
good.
a restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
right. Outside, they have to be
outside
heavy so they
tables.
won't blow away.
Yeah.
Out on the sidewalk,
Mhm.
which needs
Throw some plates in base.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Oh, that was so cute. No, that stuff is so cool, and people don't realize how hard things are like that. And you see these craftspeople do this stuff, right? Anybody who works on your house, or you have any kind of a contract or anything, and that's an artisan. You know what I mean? Even though you're not painting art on a wall, or you're not, you know what I mean, sculpting. There's still artists. They're still artisans at what they do. It's hard. That stuff is difficult, and people don't realize.
Especially when you get to make art out of it.
Well, yeah, and then if you're making art, yes. I mean, but a home is art. Architecture is art.
everywhere.
It's all around us.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so now we're going to talk now about the question of the week.
Question
Question of the week. We always do a question of the week, and they can answer this question too, the viewers.
Oh, we actually prefer it. Yeah, we'd love to put a comment down at the bottom of your own answer to this question. But question for you.
Yes.
We'll all answer it though.
We all answer.
Tobi will answer.
Yes. So, out of your 5 sensories,
Yeah.
which one would you be prepared to
Hold on. So eyesight, smell, taste,
touch?
Yeah.
touch,
Sound.
hearing.
Sound.
Yeah.
Hearing.
What?
Okay. Well, so with COVID, not a lot of people know this. I lost smell and taste. Okay. So that was in 2020. It's a complicated experience that's happening with that. But because I don't have smell, I really don't have taste. So those two are very connected. If I can get the smell to be restored, then I think my taste would open up. The mind is powerful. I taste things a lot from memory, which is really weird. So in hindsight, given what I do, what my art is, which is food and cooking, and I think I would probably trade. I would probably trade what I have lost. Is now feels like a disability. I think I'd go with audio.
Oh,
I would go.
God. What about you, Scotty?
It's
hard.
It is.
It's a hard question because you don't want to lose any of those. But as you get older, like
Yeah.
your hearing, your eyesight, that kind of starts to weaken naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me,
artist.
well, obviously eyesight doesn't. That I got to keep that one as long as I can. Sound is pretty important to me, given that I'm the sound guy. I would probably say taste.
Yeah.
That's the one I can sacrifice. I already don't have a huge appetite, so
Yeah.
I guess I'd say touch if my nerves got bad or something and I couldn't feel something. That would be hard.
Yeah.
But my hearing as a singer, I can't, you know what I mean? And I'm already, my hearing is, I probably will be deaf.
Yeah.
Like already, I'm like, oh God, I can't hear that, or something's too loud.
Oh, there are things.
Yes, you can, and you can wear glasses, and you can have aids. But I don't want to completely lose that stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd have to say touch.
funny thing about touch for me is I would end up deep frying my fingertips if I didn't have touch, and that's one of
You
my.
use yours, you sculpt, you weld.
Yeah, I thought about that one.
Like you
but,
use that touch.
Right.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that's it.
For all of your art modalities,
yeah, I need that
I
one.
mean, I feel like this is a tough question to you.
Yeah, it's one for everybody.
That's why, yeah. The only thing you don't do in your experiencing art is taste it, unless you're a little weird.
Cardboard.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us for No Title Needed, Cynthia Collins
Scott Osborne.
and Tobi Mares or Mares, because you said that.
Marins, it's
Yes. So thank you so much for joining us and for the welding experience here at Brown Hound Studios.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time. How about
Here.
that? Yeah, we'll be here.
We'll be here.
Right here.
Bye.